Hey there! What if I told you that $100 could quietly turn into nearly $400? Without you lifting a finger? No, this isn't a scam. No magic beans. Just time, patience, and a thing called compound interest. Let's meet Julian. Julian is 22 years old, just got his first job, and he's finally making enough money to feel broke on purpose. One day, his older cousin says, "You should start investing. Even just $100. Julian rolls his eyes. What's $100 gonna do? That's like 2 tanks of gas and a coffee in this economy. But fine. He does it. He puts $100 into an index fund that averages about 7% per year. Then he forgets about it. No trading. No checking every day. No stress. Just leaves it alone like an old gym membership. Now let's hit fast forward. Julian turns 42. He's older, wiser, slightly more into gardening, and he remembers that random $100 he tossed into the market 20 years ago. He checks his account and sees $386. He squints. Wait, what? Yup. His $100 turned into nearly 4 times as much. He didn't do anything fancy, no meme stocks, no buying the dip while sipping espresso. He just let compound interest do its thing. Now, let's zoom in on what actually happened. Each year, that 7% didn't just grow his original $100. It also grew the growth from the year before. It's like earning interest on your interest. Imagine planting 1 apple seed. Next year, it grows into a tree with 5 apples. You plant those seeds. Next year, you've got multiple trees, each growing more apples. That's compounding. Julian's money didn't just add up, it multiplied. Now here's where it gets juicy. Let's say instead of just $100 once, Julian had invested $100 every year for 20 years. Still tiny amounts, still boring index funds, still zero drama. He would have ended up with over $4,000 from just $2,000 invested total. That's double the money he put in, without ever investing more than $100 at a time. But what if he started even earlier? Let's rewind to his little sister, Mia. Mia is 18 and just got her first part-time job at a smoothie shop. She invests $100 now and lets it sit for 40 years instead of 20. How much does she end up with? Over $1,500 from that same one-time $100 investment. Same fund, same return, just more time. Because when it comes to investing, time beats timing. Even if Mia never becomes a Wall Street genius, she's already miles ahead just by starting early. And the best part? This works for anyone. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or 38. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes. Let's throw another name in here, Derek. Derek waits until he's 40 to start investing. He puts in $100 and gives it 20 years. Same return, 7% per year. At age 60, he checks his account and sees about $386. Same as Julian. But remember Mia? She started with $100 at 18 and gave it 40 years. Her $100 turned into over $1,500, 4 times what Derek got. They all did the same thing. The only difference was when they started. That's the power of time in the market. And now let's add just a little twist. What if you invested $100 every month for 20 years? That's $1,200 a year. Over 20 years, you've put in $24,000. At 7% average return, you'd have just over $52,000. No lottery tickets, no perfect stock picks, no insider secrets. Just small, boring, regular contributions. And patience. And this is why wealthy people love long-term investing. Because compounding turns small numbers into big ones if you just give it time. Now, here's what most people do wrong. They try to chase huge returns. They jump in and out of stocks. They wait for the right time. But they forget that even a small, consistent investor will outperform someone who's always second-guessing. Because the magic isn't in how much you invest. It's in how long you leave it alone. Julian, Mia, and Derek didn't need to be rich to start. They just needed to start. You don't need $10,000. You need $100 in time. And if that sounds boring, that's because boring works. Boring gets rich slowly while everyone else is chasing quick wins and falling flat. So, in conclusion, If you invest $100 and give it 20 years, it'll likely triple or quadruple, all without you doing anything fancy. But if you do it regularly, even small amounts, you're planting a forest instead of one tree. The earlier you start, the less money you'll need to build real wealth, because time is the secret ingredient most people ignore. If you want me to make other videos explaining these topics, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.